Hello, I am Cheryl Mason, Chairman of the Board of Veterans Appeals. Listening to veteran feedback, we have heard that veterans are not sure what to expect during a board hearing. In this video, one of my colleagues, Judge Tanya Smith, will walk you through what happens during your hearing and answer some of your questions. As a veterans law judge for more than 14 years before I became chairman, people often ask me for tips about how to prepare for their hearing. My advice is to work with your representative, make sure you have your evidence ready, and answer the judge's question to the best of your ability. Remember, the board judge is there to help you. With that, I'm going to turn this over to Judge Smith. And to all veterans, family members, and caregivers, thank you for your service.
Hello, this is the Board of Veterans Appeals Board Hearing Overview. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. My name is Judge Tanya Smith, and I am a Veterans Law Judge at the Board of Veterans Appeals. And today, I'm going to give you an overview of the board hearing process. During this video, you will learn about the variety of ways a board hearing can take place. I'll also tell you what to expect during a board hearing, what happens after your board hearing, and finally, we'll go over the decision process and when you can expect to get your decision. To start, you should know that you do not have to have a hearing. Board hearings are entirely optional and not necessary for the board to decide your appeal. To save wait time, you may instead choose to submit a written statement in support of your appeal. And a veterans law judge will carefully review and consider any statements you submit before deciding your appeal. If you do decide to have a hearing, VA strongly supports having an accredited representative with you at your hearing, such as someone from a Veterans Service Organization or VSO, a VA accredited lawyer, or a claims agent. You can find a list of accredited representatives on VA's website at www.va.gov/OGC/apps/index.asp. Hearings at the board can take place in a variety of ways, and you are encouraged to choose the format that best fits your circumstances. One option is a virtual telehearing that can be held from your home or from a location of your choosing. You are no longer required to travel to a VA facility for a hearing. A virtual telehearing is an easy, modern way to connect with a veterans law judge from any location. Using your computer or mobile device, you will connect directly to a secure virtual telehearing room scheduled just for you. During this meeting, you and the judge can see and hear each other and talk just as you would face-to-face. Your representative, caregiver, family member, or whomever you choose can be with you. Another option is a video conference hearing at a VA location near you. The board will contact you via a letter to schedule your appearance and inform you of the date, time, and place of your hearing. You will report to your hearing location with your representative and anyone else you would like with you for support. The VA regional facility that is hosting your hearing will use state-of-the-art equipment to connect a video and audio feed to a veterans law judge in Washington, D.C., who will hear your story. Finally, your third option is you can elect to travel to Washington, D.C. to have an in-person hearing at the Board of Veterans Appeals. You might be thinking, which hearing is right for me? The answer is, it completely depends on your circumstances. One really great advantage of choosing a virtual telehearing instead of an in-person hearing is that you won't have to travel anywhere. This is really helpful, especially if your closest regional office is far from your home. You can have your hearing from your home, from your car, as long as you have a strong connection and a phone, computer, or tablet, you can have your hearing. I'm now going to talk about what happens during your board hearing, regardless of which option you choose. Just before your hearing begins, the judge may conduct a pre-hearing conference. At this conference, some preliminary matters will be reviewed, such as issues that are going to be discussed and whether you are submitting any additional evidence at your hearing. At the start of the hearing, the judge will ask you to raise your right hand, if possible, and swear you in, asking you to take an oath or affirm that you'll tell the truth during the hearing. During the hearing, your representative, if you have one, and the judge will have a conversation about the issues on appeal. Please keep in mind that these hearings are an opportunity for you to tell your story, and you should be comfortable in doing so. The judge will listen to your testimony and may ask you a few questions to better understand your case. Your representative, if you have one, may help you at the hearing. Here are some things you should do during the hearing. Tell the judge why you think you qualify for the VA benefits in your appeal. Answer any questions the judge has about your appeal. Share any new evidence with the judge. You can choose to add new and relevant evidence, either at the hearing or within 90 days after the hearing. Adding evidence is optional. Hearings typically last about 30 minutes. Once your hearing has concluded, please understand that the Veterans Law Judge will not issue a decision on your appeal at that time. The hearing is only a way for you to submit evidence and explain your case to a Veterans Law Judge, not a way of obtaining a decision in that moment. After the hearing, a transcript of everything that was discussed during the hearing will be added to your file as evidence, in addition to any evidence you submit at the hearing. The transcript will be reviewed by a Veterans Law Judge when deciding your appeal. If you want a copy of the transcript, you or your representative should request one during your hearing. Okay, you've had your hearing and your transcript and evidence are all in your file. Now what? Let's talk about the decision process. Under the law, appeals at the board must be worked in docket order. When the 90-day time period for submitting new evidence after your hearing has concluded, your appeal will be placed on the docket for a decision by a judge. If you don't have new evidence to submit, you can waive the 90-day time period that is automatically added to your appeal. However, sometimes veterans service organizations will ask for time to make additional arguments in support of your case. So contact your representative first if you're considering waiving this time period. When the docket date is reached, the appeal will go to the judge, who will then review the hearing transcript and the other evidence in your file. Before making a decision, you will receive your decision in the mail, and your representative will also receive a copy. You can track the status of your appeal by signing in at www.va.gov. At the board, our mission is you, the veteran, and your family. Your hearing is an opportunity to sit down with VA and tell your story so that the judge has the information to decide your appeal. Every veteran's story and experience is unique, and we're here to guide you through this process to ensure you receive the benefits and services you deserve. For more information about the board, please visit www.bva.va.gov. Thank you.